Victoria sat on the edge of her bed, her head spinning from the events of the night. She had attended an all-lady party with her friends, a night filled with laughter, drinks, and dancing. But now, in the quiet of her bedroom, a sense of unease washed over her. As she undressed to get ready for bed, Victoria had let her guard down. The alcohol had dulled her senses, fogging her judgment, and in her intoxicated state, she had failed to notice her stepson, James, standing in the doorway, his eyes fixed on her naked body. The next thing she knew, James was in her bed, whispering sweet words in her ear. Victoria's mind was a blur as she succumbed to his advances, a mix of desire and confusion clouding her thoughts. Now, as she lay in bed, the events of the night replayed in her mind. Should she tell her husband about what had happened? Would he understand? Or would he be furious? Victoria felt torn between her loyalty to her husband and her guilt over what had transpired. The sense of betrayal weighed heavily on her heart, a deep ache that refused to fade. She knew she had made a mistake, one that could potentially destroy her family. But the thought of keeping silent, of bearing the truth deep inside, filled her with dread. As the first light of dawn filtered through the curtains, Victoria made her decision. She would tell her husband the truth, no matter the consequences. The thought of living a lie, of pretending that nothing had happened, was a burden too heavy to bear. And so, with a heavy heart and a resolve born of desperation, Victoria picked up the phone and dialed her husband's number. The words caught in her throat, but she forced them out, the truth spilling forth like a dam breaking. The line was silent for a moment, and then she heard her husband's voice, filled with shock and disbelief. Victoria knew that their lives would never be the same, that the future was uncertain and fraught with challenges. But in that moment, the weight of her secret lifted, replaced by a sense of relief and a flicker of hope. As the sun rose, casting its warm glow over the room, Victoria felt a glimmer of peace. She had faced her fears and bared her soul, and in doing so, had taken the first step towards redemption. The road ahead would be long and difficult, but Victoria knew that she was not alone.